Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our Teach Arduino video series at Rabii Hajoui YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about Arduino LED flasher. In other words, we are going to program Arduino to make an LED turn on and off repeatedly. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our Rabii Hajoui YouTube channel. For this project, you are going to need Arduino Uno board, a USB cable, a breadboard, red LED, 220 ohm resistor, and jumper wires. You can connect all these components as shown in the circuits on my left. Now, the first thing that we should do is to click on Arduino IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. This is the program that we use in order to program our Arduino Uno board. If you don't know how to download and install Arduino IDE, you can check out our last video. Now, as we've seen from the last time that we need for our project Arduino Uno, so this is our Arduino Uno, and we need a USB cable. So this is our USB cable, a USB cable. Okay, we need a breadboard. This is our breadboard. We need a red LED, as you can see here, a red LED. So this is the red LED. And as you can see here, the red LED has two legs. One is longer than the other. We need to connect the longer one to pin number 5 and the shorter to ground. Of course, we need a 220 ohm resistor. This is to protect our red LED from burning out. And lastly, we need two jumper wires, as you can see, two jumper wires. Now, let's connect our Arduino. We are going to use a USB cable, and we are going to connect the Arduino Uno board to our computer like this. I'm going to connect it like this, okay. Okay, this is our Arduino Uno connected, and I told you that we need a breadboard. Okay, as you can see here, we're going to put the breadboard like this. We're going to connect the red LED here on these two columns, and the longer one we're going to connect it in the first column, while the shorter one to the second column, like this. Now we're going to connect the longer leg to pin number 5 on Arduino. This is pin number 5, and we are going to connect the shorter leg to the 220 ohm resistor in the second column. and we're going to connect the 220 ohm resistor to ground. Okay, to ground like this. This is our circuit. Now we're going to program our Arduino Uno to make the red LED blink. What is blinking is to make the red LED turn on for 1 second and turn off for 1 second, and repeat this process continuously. The first thing that we do on Arduino IDE is to define our variables. So here we have two variables. We have the variable red LED, which is connected to pin number 5. 5 is an integer. That's why we need to make it int. We're going to call our red LED pin equals 5, because we connected our red LED to pin number 5. Okay, and every instruction on Arduino, which is the C++ programming language, every instruction ends with a semicolon. The other variable is an integer, and it is the time for the red LED to be on and to be off. We said that this time is going to be 1 second. And we're going to call it wait time equals 1000 millisecond. 1000 millisecond equals 1 second. So these are our two variables. Now we're going to jump to void setup. Here we define, or we give to Arduino, inputs and outputs. Now we need to give the red LED 5 volts. So the red LED is an output. Pin mode, we write pin mode. Okay, pin mode. We open parentheses and we put red LED pin. Okay, and we give the second argument is an output, as you can see here, and every command ends with a semicolon. Now we're going to go to void loop. In the void loop, our program is going to be repeated continuously. The first command that we are going to write on the void, or in the void loop, is to give the red LED 5 volts. The command that we are going to write is digital write. Okay, digital write, we need to give 5 volts to the red LED pin. We're going to write red LED pin. Okay, comma, and the second argument is we're going to give it 5 volts. 5 volts means high. And every command on Arduino ends with a semicolon. Now we need to make the red LED on for 1 second. We're going to write delay, and the wait time equals, of course, 1000 milliseconds, which is 1 second. After turning on our LED for 1 second, we need to turn it off for 1 second. We write digital write. Okay, red LED pin, and low means 0 volt. We are going to put low and close the parentheses and put a semicolon. And after that, we need to delay, wait for 1 second, wait time. Okay, now let's verify our program. When clicking on the verify button, Arduino asks us to save our project. Every project on Arduino is called a sketch. So we're going to call this project blinking LED. We're going to save it on desktop, save. Okay, as you can see here, we have an error. I said that every command on Arduino ends with a semicolon. So we forgot to put a semicolon. I made this error on purpose to give you the idea that every command on Arduino ends with a semicolon. Now our code is going to be alright. Everything is going to work. Okay, compiling, and you can see the message here, done compiling. Now I'm going to click on the upload button, and now when clicking on upload, our code is going to be transferred from the PC to our Arduino board. And here is the magic. Our blinking LED, you can see that the LED is blinking for 1 second. On for 1 second, off for 1 second. On, off, on, off, on, off. Now, let's make the time between the on and off shorter to make the LED blink fastly. Now we're going to change 1000 with 250 milliseconds. This is a quarter of a second. We're going to upload our program, and you're going to see that our LED is going to blink very fast. Magic. Good. So this is our first program on Arduino. Thank you. Now the code overview. In every Arduino program or sketch, we have three major parts. The first part is where we declare our global variables. In the program that we use, we have two global variables, the type int. It means integer. Integer is a real number, and the first variable is called red LED pin, which is equal to 5. 5 is the digital pin number 5 in Arduino Uno. The second variable is the type int, and we call it WT. WT means wait time equals 1000 milliseconds, and we end every statement in Arduino sketches by a semicolon. And after the semicolon, we put two forward slashes. This is just a comment, and it is ignored by Arduino compiler. And in this comment, we wrote wait for 1 second. These comments are interesting for the reason that we want the people who read our code to understand what do we mean by WT and 1000 milliseconds. The second part is the void setup function. The void setup function, we open the curly brace and we put pin mode red LED pin as output. So now in this function, in this void setup function, we declare our LED pin as output because we want to turn it on and off. By the way, everything that is written in the void setup is going to run only once. The third major part here is the void loop function. and begin with the curly braces. Everything in this while loop is going to be repeatedly executed. It means executed again and again and again, like what we are going to see in the red LED. The first line in the void loop is digital write red LED pin high. High means that we are going to put 5 volts to our red LED, and we are going to delay 1 second. As you can see here in the image, that these two lines will make our LED turn on. After that, we want our LED to be turned off. That's why we are going to put digital write red LED, comma, low, and delay 1 second, and this is going to make our red LED off, as you can see. And now you can see our circuit here. This is our Arduino and our red LED, and this red LED is turned on and off. On for 1 second, off for 1 second, on, off, on, off. Thank you.
Now, time for assignments. I want you to use all what you've learned in this video in order to make a traffic light system. I want you to program Arduino to light on and off 3 LEDs. One is red, the second is yellow, and the third is green. In the first state, as you can see, turn on the red LED for 10 seconds. In the second state, turn on the yellow LED for 2 seconds. And in the third state, turn off the red and the yellow LED while turning on the green LED for 10 seconds. And in the last and fourth state, you should turn off the green LED while turning on the yellow LED. Go and do your exercise and see you in the next video. We are going to work on the traffic light in the next video. Thank you.